Yes, sir. Uh, I think
Yes,
it's
that would be
Rohit,
my
it's
turn.
your turn.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
This is the girl is pilot. The girl is a
yeah.
pilot, and
Hmm.
Lippi's has a has an has a airport. Leipzig has a airport.
Doesn't
It's
have.
N. It's an airport.
Air. Yes. Okay.
An airport. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Subhashri, seventh and eighth. Subhashri, Subhashri.
Yeah,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yeah. Yes. Seventh and eighth.
This is an expensive bike.
Yeah. Eighth one.
Hello.
Yeah. Eighth one.
It was. Oh, yeah. That is all.
I think there is some problem. Anusuya. Anusuya. Anusuya.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Remaining you completed. You will complete.
okay, okay. Okay, I will complete. Look, there is a bad flying.
Yeah.
In
There
ninth
is a
one.
bird flying. Hmm.
Yeah. My father is an honest person.
Good. Yeah. Tenth also you will.
My friend likes to be an astronaut.
Yes. Good. Good.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So tomorrow we will continue with article the. Okay. So now I would like to hand over the platform to Keyur. So Keyur, continue.
Thank you, Ruchi
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am, and thank you, Ruchi ma'am, for this amazing session. We learned a lot, and hope everyone also learned a lot from this session. And it's time to invite our uh, it's time to invite a few participants for their activities. So our first activity is current affair, and for current affair, I would love to invite Mr. Sanjeev Gupta sir, who is very honest and very good person. So yes, Sanjeev Gupta sir, come and tell us about any new current affair. Explain any new current affair topics. Thank you.
Yes, yeah. Let me share my screen. Yeah, this is actually, you can say that current affair, or we can say this general information. Okay, so I haven't got time to prepare anything, so I have just about the knowledge about the crime, cyber crime, right? So just I will explain that what is the cyber crime, and what are the way which we make the cyber crime, or what are the way we can protect from the cyber crime. Okay, so cyber crime is a criminal activity that target user of computers or computer networks or network device. Okay, so there are lots of type of cyber crime, like email, internet fraud, identity fraud, like where person information is stolen and used, theft of financial and card payment data, theft and sale of corporate data, cyber extortions, and ransomware attack, and cryptojacking. These are the cyber crime. I will explain that later, each of one. Okay, so example of cyber crime. So malware attack. So what is this? Whenever we install any software from the sites, not famous site like Microsoft, Google, there are local sites where they have advertising some softwares, right? So whenever you just search some software that whenever download that software from that local sites, what they do they include some virus of that software. So whenever any person is trying to install that software, so they install the virus along with the existing software. So if you run the computer, so they started on the virus. So sometime that virus attack your performance. Sometime they will steal your personal information. Sometime they run that virus as a software that will get some information in your computer to our computer. Second one is phishing. Phishing is like whenever you have got sometime mails, right? There you have received some mail like that. You have wonderful package, honeymoon package, where you got lots of bonus. So they asking to click that existing link. Once you click the link, what they do, they install some software in your computer. Once we install the software, and they will get some personal information, or sometime they will damage your systems. Okay, so whenever you receive any mail, don't click any attachment or don't click any link. Sometime generally we receive the mail saying that your password expired, or your account your bank information has lost. Can you update your personal information or nominees? Something like that. If you have a HDFC SBI account, right? So sometimes they are sending some prefix letter like X SBI, something like that. If you click on that, they will redirect to some other sites, or they will get personal information from you. And third one is distributed DOS attack. This is also type of the criminal. What criminal do? They generally attack your personal devices. So these are that cyber laws in India. The government has the Information Technology Act 2000, where there are lots of sections like section 65, tampering with computer source documents. What is this? What actually criminal do that? Criminal and install some software on your computer via network, or via sometime they install your personal information and try to install some software. So what did they do? They do they change your computer program, like some programs are running in your system, so they add some extra line of code in your program. Okay, so what happened? That program or the website or that application which are running your system, it will not work. If you try to run that, it will not work. So under this section, if you try to the person can do the FIR to that person that have do, right? If you found that he or she could be imprisonment of 3 years, or 1 lakhs or 2 lakhs fine, or it can be both. First one, 65, section 66, the using the passport of another person, which is also not legal. If you try to use the passport of another person, it's also crime. If it's also come under that imprisonment of 3 years or 1 lakhs fine. Yes, section 66D, cheating with computer source. Same if you some right criminals, what they do, they actually uh, steal some resources from your computer, same while installing the softwares. So this is the same. So section 66E, publishing private image of others. If you try to share some images of other person, that private image or personal image, right? This is also criminal. You can't do any private image or any other image. You can't share that other image to other person without consentment of that person. Okay. So the section 66 act of cyber terrorism. Generally terrorism also using that computer network or other devices to the cyber terrorism, right? And they are using some code word, and they are using some computer programming based on that. So it will come under that act of cyber terrorism. So section 67, publishing child porn or predating children online. This is also the criminal. If you children or other person that try to do that child porn. uh, and section number 69, government power to block the websites. Yes, government under section 69, if you government found that the website is using that the website impacted some the person, or that impacted that image of that countries, or the website some doing some not good work like that, then government can do the action like China, right? Government have stopped lots of websites from the China, so they can do section 69. And section 43A, data protection and corporate level. Yes, so this is the act under, if you think that there's some data has stored by some other person, that can be corporate level or that can be personal level. Yes, so these are the sections that a person can file the FIR of that person. And these are that actually the points where you can protect that against the cybercrime. Keep software and operating system up to date, and use antivirus software and keep it updated. Use strong password. Don't use some your name, or use some with a combination of special characters or alphabet or numbers. Don't use birth date or your name and family name, that can easily track by the criminals or hackers. And never open attachment in spam emails. If you receive an email that is not related, don't actually open or don't click on any link. And don't give out personal information unless secure, right? Like right, if you receive any link, right, and they want to do update your personal information, then you don't click on that unless until you are sure it's a proper website. And the contact company directly about your suspicious request. Sometimes we receive some calls like suspicious clients or some. Don't tell anything about your personal information. Like sometimes they ask about that PAN number, SBI accounts. Sometimes they tell that we are facing some issue. Can you tell me your passport as well? So some don't say anything about that personal information. Keep an eye on your bank statement. Yes, this is the very important. Yeah, generally we need to check that bank statement within a month, because some criminals and some frauds, they are actually doing that. They are stealing your personal or financial details. So keep an eye on your bank statement. Yeah, that's all. Thank you all. That's that. Yes, Cure.
Yes, sir. So it's an amazing explanation of cybercrime, I can say that. And in our today's time, we all facing this technology issue, and we all know about what are our cybercrime laws. And Sanjay sir explained us everything about cybercrime and what laws are available in India, so we can use in our life too, or when we have face problem this kind of. And also, Sanjay sir, tell us about how to protect ourselves from this kind of stuff. So it's an amazing explanation of cybercrime, I can say that. So thank you, Sanjay sir. And now I want to invite our new member of our Weekend Institute, and who is Rohit Dahake. So please, sir, and give any explanation on current affair topic.
Yes, thank you, Keyur. So I will
Yes,
share
welcome.
my screen. Okay, is it visible to you guys?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
thank you. So today, PM Narendra Modi launches Ghar Tak Fiber scheme in Bihar state. So our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched optical fiber internet services in Bihar state. For optical fiber services are being provided under the scheme Ghar Tak Fiber. So this scheme aimed that optical fiber service connection is being connected to every village and every home in our country. That was the aim behind this scheme. So this scheme has now launched in Bihar state today by the under the guidance of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So the project will connect 45,945 villages in the states. So due to that, each and every village can digitalize in that way. So and I will tell you, you guys might know that in the speech where in his speech in 74th Independence Day, they said over 1.5 lakh panchayats has received optic fiber connection network. So it is a big step to move towards digitalization. So and this and the project is to be implemented under Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology under the scheme of Ghar Tak Fiber. So Jammu next is yes. So next news is Jammu and Kashmir launched a national generic document registration system. So Lieutenant Governor of Jammu Kashmir, Manoj Sinha, has launched national generic document registration system for the Union Territory. So I would like to tell you one history before abrogation of Article 370 in the Jammu Kashmir Constitute. Citizens cannot buy or sell any land outside of Kashmir. So that is the law. So under this national generic document registration system, now they can integrate it with national generic document registration with the nation. So it is a big step towards integration of nation, and as well as lead to the one nation one software. The system was developed by the National Informatics Center NIC, and the system has so far been adopted in 3 states like Punjab, Rajasthan and Maharashtra, and 6 more states and union territories moving towards the system such as Andaman and Nicobar Island, Goa, Bihar, Manipur, Jharkhand, and Mizoram. So that's all from my side. I have shared today's current affair. So thank you, Keur, for giving me the opportunity to share current affairs. Thanks a lot.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for tell us about this recently current news. And yes, it was very good explanation by you and a new current affair topics which I recently not read anything. So thank you for it. And I want to talk about Gartak Fiber, that project in Bihar. So we all know that internet is the most important thing in our life in today's situation. We all know that because without internet, not teaching or nothing is can happen in today's time. So internet is very important thing in all our lives. So it's very good project for Bihar state, and I hope our all India will connected with this scheme, Ghar Tak Fiber. It will help our India to develop more develop. Yeah. So yeah, thank you, sir. And now it's time for our second activity, and it's about our biography activity, and it's on my favorite, Shahid Bhagat Singh. And now I would like to invite very cool and calm person of our Weekend Institute, Miss Kinjal Kalal. Please come and give your speech. Thank you.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Hello. Okay.
Yes, you are.
Thank you, Keyur. So, hello. Good evening to all my respected teachers and dear buddies. Today I'm going to speak after a long time, so I'm very excited. So today my topic is about our great freedom fighter, Bhagat Singh. Sorry, you see my screen?
Yes.
Hello? Okay.
Yeah. You can see.
So, they may kill me, but they cannot kill my ideas. They can crush my body, but they will not be able to crush my spirit. Bhagat Singh got died in only 24 years age. He spent his entire life behind independence. So, I starting from Bhagat Singh's early years. On September 1901 to Delhi in Punjab, India. Now it's Pakistan. Bhagat Singh was the second son of Kishan Singh and Vidyavati. The family was steeped in nationalism and involved in movements for independence. At the time of Bhagat's birth, his father was in jail for political agitation. By the time Bhagat Singh was 13, he was well familiar with family's revolutionary activities. His father was supporter of Mahatma Gandhi, and after Gandhi called for boycotting government, aided institutions, Singh left school and enrolled in the National College of Lahore. So, in this historical photograph of students and staff of National College, Lahore, Singh can be seen standing forth from the right, where he studied European revolutionary movements. In time, become dissented with Gandhi's non-violent cause, believing that armed conflict was the only way to political freedom. In 1926, Bhagat Singh founded the Naujawan Bharat Sabha Youth Society of India and joined the Hindustan Republican Association, later known as Hindustan Socialist Republican Association. where he met several prominent revolutionaries. A year later, Singh's parents planned to have him married, but he rejected and he left school. He said, "My life has been dedicated to the fabulous cause that at the freedom of the country. Therefore, there is no or worldly desire that can true me now." By this time, Bhagat Singh had become a person of interest to the police, and in May 1927, he was arrested for illegally being involved in bombing the previous October. He was released several weeks later and began to write for various revolutionary newspapers. After receiving reassurance from his parents that they wouldn't force him to marry, he returned to Lahore. Radical revolutionary. In 1938, the British government held the Simon Commission to discuss autonomy for the Indian people. Several Indian political organizations boycotted the event because the commission had no Indian representatives. October, Bhagat Singh's comrade Lala Lajpat Rai led a march in protest against the commission. Police attempted to disperse the large crowd, and during the melee, Rai was injured by the superintendent of police, James S. Rai died on heart complications 2 weeks later. The British government denied any wrongdoing. To avenge his friend's death, Bhagat Singh and two others plotted to kill the police superintendent, but instead shot and killed police officer John P. Saunders. Singh and his conspirators escaped arrest despite massive search to influence them. In April 1929, Bhagat Singh and an associate bombed the Central Legislative Assembly in Delhi to protest implementation of the Public Safety Bill. The bombs they carried illegally were not intended to kill but to scare. No one was killed, though there were some injuries. The bombers planned to get arrested and stand trial so they could further promote the cause. Arrest and trial. The actions of the young revolutionaries suddenly was soundly condemned by followers of Gandhi, but Bhagat Singh was delighted to have a stage on which to promote his cause. He offered to defend during the trial, but disrupted the proceedings with ranks of political dogma. He was found guilty and sentenced to life in prison. Through further investigation, the police discovered the connection between Bhagat Singh and the murder of officer Saunders, and he was rearrested. While awaiting trial, he led a hunger strike in prison. Eventually, Singh and his conspirators were tried and sentenced to hang. He was executed on March 23, 1931. It is said that he kissed the hangman's nose before it was placed around his neck. His death brought mixed emotions throughout India. Followers of Gandhi felt that he was too radical and the quest for freedom, while his supporters considered him a martyr. Singh remains a significant, though controversial, figure in India's independence movement. As you can see, it is a death certificate of our great freedom fighter, Bhagat Singh. Thank you.
Thank you. You.
An excellent effort by Miss Kinjal, and you all told us everything about our heroes, one of heroes of our Indian country, and it's very amazing job done by you. So thank you for this amazing biography. And yeah, before hand over this session to Prakash sir, I want to tell you something about Bhagat Singh too, because at the age of 23, where we cannot think about what we want to do in our life, but he gave himself to our country. He gave his life for our country. So, what we can learn from Bhagat Singh? So, I want to point out 3 points for what we can learn from Bhagat Singh. So, first thing is bravery and courage. We can learn this thing from Bhagat Singh. Second thing is selflessness. And third and the most important thing is uh, raising your voice and standing up against the injustice. Yeah, these three things we can learn from Bhagat Singh. And thank you for this amazing session, guys. You all did your level best and amazing job. So now, yes, Prakash sir, please.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. You all are working hard to collect this such type of information to share with us, and which is very useful for us to getting more and more knowledge. With the help of your effort, we are getting more knowledge, so we are going to be more knowledgeable in future. We are not practicing only English language, but we are getting knowledge here. So now I would like to invite Jaya madam to say something about today's anchor's role.
Good evening, sir. Today, all the session was very good, and Keyur, he has done a very good job, and how he invited, and in the middle, he's giving some information, and at last, he has he said about Bhagat Singh. It was very good, and he has done a great job, sir. Fine.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much,
Thank you
Jaya
so
madam,
much.
for giving the feedback speech on behalf of Vigyan Institute. And second, I would like to invite Mr. Pankaj from Udaipur to give a feedback speech to Ruchi madam, who had just given a information. She taught us grammar topic. Actually, I don't like that topic. I never try to teach. That is the easiest topic, but I hate teaching that topic, article. But
Okay.
yeah,
Excuse me, sir.
yeah,
That is not easy topic, sir. That is very difficult because
yeah. So
there
yeah,
we should we should tell vowel sounds. Vowel
Complicated.
sounds. Yes, it is very complicated.
Complicated. Sir. Yes.
okay. So that's why I hate teaching that one. You can understand that.
Sounds are different.
I never like to teach this topic in my classroom also. Yeah. So yeah, Mr.
Letters
Pankaj,
are different.
yeah. Hello, Mr.
Hello.
Pankaj. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Good evening and good evening to all. Yes, definitely. If I'm speak a sentence which is taught by Ruchi ma'am, Ruchi ma'am is a smart teacher.
Definitely. I totally agree with you.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely Ruchi ma'am taught us very nice topic today, and we learned lots of. And thank you, ma'am, for differentiate and for taught us the difference between a and or the, and where we can use this. And yes, today we taught a different way of teaching. We understood in a different way articles. That's it from my side, sir. And yeah, she is a smart teacher and she is very good teacher, sir.
Okay. So now I would like to thank you very much, Mr. Pankaj. Nageshwar sir, please give a feedback speech to Mr. Sanjeev. Mr. Sanjeev sir, yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, yes. Sanjay sir, I think Sanjay sir is a very calm person, but now I observe that he has lots of talent because he is expert about cyber security. Things is very important to us. We are using this technology, but sometimes we ignore what to do and what not to do. But because of him, we knew the new things about security purpose. It's a wonderful class. He has done wonderful. Thank you.
Okay. And at last, I would like to invite Shanta Madam for feedback speech for Rohit Dahake.
Good evening, sir. Good evening. I appreciate Mr. Rohit Dahake. Sir explained. Really, today I don't want to join the session because I am very sleepy. I am unable to control my sleep. Even though I joined, sir, everyone did very well, sir. But in SARS, he gave about fiber net and fiber to your home, and another one is about article 370 or not about 370. Some words are there that national. What is it, sir? Rohit, sir.
Yeah.
Hello. National. Okay. What is that one? National.
Generic registration.
Yeah, National Generic Document Registration System.
Okay, okay. Till now that
Today that launched in Jammu and Kashmir. Earlier
so
it was in India.
what is the use of that act, sir?
So we can integrate Jammu and Kashmir persons with means Jammu and Kashmir citizens to our one nation regarding this according to that systems.
Okay.
Yeah, because earlier it was separate